Most people don't realize how significant this is. It could be the catalyst that launches us into that next crypto bull run. I'm going to be breaking down the technicals on the chart as well as these very important fundamentals. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. And Bitcoin did get a move to the upside today following comments made by Jerome Powell. He basically said that 2023 will be a year of significant declines in inflation. He came out with some dovish comments saying, look, the jobs reports were more strong than I had expected them to be, and perhaps we can ease up on our rate hikes. And the market did react very, very bullishly. Now, a lot of people have been getting very, very bearish here, and for good reason, because we are printing the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man-boo pattern, where as the price is coming up to the key level of resistance, we can see market Cipher B, similarly to Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobies, we can see market Cipher B getting lower here, money flow also getting lower. And of course, this was the short setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord setup given in advance. But as we were grinding down to this zone of support, I was also getting very, very bullish, giving the long trade from the bottom also in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And the reason why, guys, is because as we were trading in this sideways range, we could see something very, very interesting on the chart, which is this. As we continue to consolidate in this sideways range, basically for the past week or so, we could see that the majority of the trades that were opening up were actually short trades, aka people have been selling in this entire section here, and yet the price fails to make a lower low. Price continues to make higher lows, which is telling us that there are bigger players holding the price up, and we can expect some kind of a short squeeze to the upside, which is why I gave the long setup. And so far, it has played out exactly according to the plan. We were looking for the 1 hour market Cipher B to be printing that bullish, uneven butt cheek pattern, where basically we see this very deep momentum wave followed by a not so deep momentum wave as the price comes down to that key zone between 22.5 and 22.7. And look, we have absolutely now gotten the move to the upside. We have hit that first TP, and we have our next target right here. Now, by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we give the levels, we give the trade setups, we do multiple live streams every single day. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you want to trade on ByBit and take advantage of 0% limit fees, click the link in the description of this video. This is only for people who know how to trade, especially if you're scalping or day trading. You can save a lot on fees if you don't have to pay limit fees. Okay, link in the description and in the pinned comment. So what is actually going to happen right now? Well, I'm going to get into that in a second. First, I want to start on a higher term time frame. Bitcoin right now is printing macro bottom signals. Historically speaking, for the last few market cycles, when market Cipher B prints that green dot below the zero line and the stochastic RSI crosses above the 20 line, this has been the bottom of the bear market. Has not been the beginning of the bull market, but it's been the bottom of the bear market. So right away, the technicals are showing us that a very significant bottom is in. And for me, this is not financial advice, but this is the time where I am aggressively accumulating Bitcoin and altcoins that I believe in to ride up for the next few years and then take profits after the next bull run. Okay, I think this is a huge opportunity that we have right now. Now, combine these technicals with the fact that the Federal Reserve is starting to pivot, right? They're not coming out straight up and saying, oh, yeah, everything's great. We're going to be easing up, right? That he's always a flip-flopper, this JP kind of guy, right? He's flip-flopping around. But here's the thing. The very fact that he's coming out and saying, look, things are better than expected. Inflation is going to get lower in 2023. This is happening at such a crucial time in the chart. It's like a perfect storm. The chart and the fundamentals are coming together to potentially give us this massive bottom. In addition to that, when we take a look at what is happening with the CPI, right? I talked about this in one of my other videos, but beginning February 14th, they are going to be changing the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics website here. They are changing the way they calculate the consumer price index. In the past, they compared the current price of goods to the past 2 years. Starting February 14th, they're going to be comparing the price of goods to the past 1 year. What does this mean? It means on paper, inflation is going to go down like crazy. On paper, inflation is going to go down like crazy. Now, a lot of people hear me talk about this and they're like, Jason, you know what? Inflation is real, man. Inflation is real. Like, just because it says on paper that inflation is lower doesn't mean inflation is lower. And that's true. There's a huge difference between real life and on paper. And these markets are completely manipulated. They are so manipulated to the fact that 2 years ago, at the beginning of 2020, when the entire world economy shut down, aka we stopped producing goods, the stock market hit all-time highs. That's how manipulated things are. And so if inflation goes down on paper, that will actually then be very bullish for risk assets such as cryptocurrency. And again, this is happening at the perfect time. This is literally happening when we see these macro bullish signals printing. So what does this mean for the short term? We do have the golden cross that has officially now confirmed today. This is also another historic bullish signal. Well, here's what we need to know, guys. Here's what we need to know. Yes, we've taken the long in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, but the reality is we are coming up to key zones of resistance. And if we zoom out of this chart right here, there are a few things that we really do need to be aware of. Okay, on the daily time frame, for example, we can see that we are coming up to a major zone of resistance at the high of a macro range, which means we do need to be looking for a pullback. So please do not be one of those people that basically flops and gropes into a long trade at the top just because some bullish news came out, right? We don't want to trade based on news alone, but what we can do is we can look at the news, we can look at the high time frames like the monthly and say, look, we can now be building this bullish narrative where for the first time since November 2011, we have put in a low, a high, a higher low, and officially now a higher high. And now the Fed is starting to ease up on basically their hawkish tone, become more dovish. And yes, we can expect maybe a move to the upside. Add to that the fact that traders have been shorting the market and the price has not come down, showing that there are bigger players involved who are looking to still push the price to the upside. So now we need to come down to the local time frame and see what is happening. Now, of course, we've gotten a move from our level, the setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And by the way, if you want to learn how to trade this way, guys, where you can have a plan in advance, like the long trade we took, or even like the short trade that we took today, this scalp day trade that we took from 23,300. I mean, if you take a look at a lower term time frame, when we came up to that 23,300 level, look at what happened. We got a massive move to the downside. I actually live streamed this trade because we had the plan in advance. You can check out the course, jasoncaspertrading.com. This will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. Point A to point B system, so you always know where to enter a trade, where to take profit, where to put your stop loss, and more. Okay, but besides that point, what we do need to know is as long as we are trading in this range, yes, we came down to the low, but we still do have some resistances above us. We have the Fibonacci golden pocket. And then, of course, if we even do squeeze up higher and take out these highs, we are still at a macro zone of resistance. So here is the way I am currently playing and looking at all of this combined. The fact that the Fed is starting to ease up, the fact that they're changing the CPI, the fact that we're printing bearish, bullish macro signals on the monthly time frame, the fact that we're changing market structure, all these things are making me bullish in the long run. We do have to be aware that we're coming up to resistances, and at some point or another, we're going to have to see a pullback. So what that means for me is I am now very, very much so interested in entering long trades from higher lows on a higher term time frame, which means if we do squeeze up again and stop out everybody who's shorted. Now, remember, most of the liquidity right now in the market is short, right? The majority of these traders that have been opening up are shorts, which means all these stop losses up here need to get stopped out if we want to see another move to the downside. So even if we squeeze up higher, we're still coming into key resistance. I will still be looking for a pullback as we are still printing some pretty bearish signs on the chart. But what I can do now is I can say, because we have all this bearish things, bullish things, because we have all these bullish things building up on the chart right now on the higher term time frames, fundamentally and technically, I can really be looking to enter into long trades if we come down to some of these key zones now of support, such as the $19,300 level. Now, the $19,300 level is such an important level because this right now is literally where we have the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages right now giving us the golden cross. And we know historically golden crosses do act like magnets. So if we get another move to the upside, and then we get sucked down to that golden cross, we now have even more confidence to be looking for a higher low to be put in here to give us another higher high. So this is bullish in the long term for crypto. And as far as my day trading goes, guys, you know, nothing is really As day traders, we cannot get overly bearish or overly bullish as long as we are trading in clearly defined sideways ranges with clear lows and clear highs. But as position holders, as hodlers, as swing traders, this can really start to build our bias as we are putting the pieces together to say, look, things are starting to look more bullish than bearish. And here's one last thing, guys. You know, the last time we had a major recession in 2008, there was no warning. Right? There was no media sounding the alarm saying, warning, warning, recession is coming, recession is coming. It smacked everybody in the face without any warning, most people. Okay? Right now we have the media saying, the recession is coming, watch out, the recession is coming, get out of the market. Everyone's wrecked, everyone's 401k is wrecked, everyone's savings is wrecked, inflation is through the roof. Now is the time where those bigger players who have been able to actually buy stocks, buy crypto during the bear market, now it's time for them to pump their own bags. That's how the system works, guys. It's one big Ponzi scheme, and those who are the big players involved are getting richer and richer while the common person is getting poorer and poorer. And we can play the game along with them, guys. We can play the game along with them. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited to be here at this time in crypto. I'm excited that the Fed is changing their tone. I'm excited about the CPI. I'm excited about these bullish indications on the chart. That is it for today's video, guys. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I pray everybody is super blessed, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace, y'all.